Okay, we've done a Young Turks 2024 election night. Excited to devastated. Here is Cenk Uygur specifically. We will start with this story from 2023. Cenk announced he was running for president.
Slash YouTube news, which we kind of got accidentally to break on this show, which is that Cenk Uygur, the founder of the Young Turks, put this up on the screen, is actually running for president. This is from Semaphore. Dave Weigel here. He's running as a Democrat. He is challenging Joe Biden in the primary, now with RFK Jr.
So, yeah, that was Cenk's plan at the beginning, or at least at this point in time.
The idea is to create enough pressure on Biden. And here's how you get the pressure. One of the ways you get the pressure is everybody thinks that I have almost no chance of winning, right? Well, let's keep it real. Everybody knows that, right? They're like, oh, your name is funny. You weren't born here. You're a progressive. You're an outsider, et cetera, right?
So as he mentioned there, he was not born in America. From what I saw, he had issues getting onto ballots. Because of that, this video, though, is not going to be a deep dive into that topic. For now, we will move on. Here we are at the DNC. This clip is with Charlie Kirk.
Goes to the third and most important point. Before, I was a little bit worried about Kamala. I wanted an open convention, not because I didn't think she would be the best candidate, but I was not positive. I certainly wasn't sure, right? And I wanted an open competition. And that's because she was doing a lot of word salads, okay, in the interviews. And so anybody can see that, it's clear as day.
Is to have the ability to have a vision and a belief and some faith in what can be, unburdened by what has been.
Right?
She was before, but did that change?
But now she's not doing it anymore. And so my best guess is that she had anxiety issues, and that's why she was doing that. And right now, her speeches are lucid, clear, good. She's putting.
He must be going, I guess, off teleprompter speeches.
Just look at his Project 2025 agenda. Which I keep saying, I can't believe they put that in writing.
She was not doing interviews at this point. Her first major interview was actually about a week after this on August 29th. So I think he would be talking about just teleprompter speeches, which anybody could do. I mean, I could do that. I could just reading off a teleprompter. We are going to do this and this.
Which speeches are lucid, clear, good. She's putting.
She hasn't done interviews lately, or do you think?
Yeah, no, she should definitely do interviews. The reason.
Charlie's right.
And she made a Tim Walz pick, which we all like. We like her economic populist positions. So it's not.
A lot of people on the left wing did like the Tim Walz choice. I heard that multiple times, actually.
This is why Kamala needs Walz as VP. Okay? This clip right here is why Kamala needs Tim Walz as VP. Because his instincts are, I'm going to fight. Now, I'm also just likable. Like, I'm just a likable person. Tim Walz is. Everybody loves the Midwestern dad vibe. Smiling, happy-go-lucky sort of guy. But his instincts are, oh, I'm going to fight.
Later in the interview, they talk a little bit about the upcoming VP debate between Vance and Walz.
What we find, though, is that VP picks can hurt you more than they can help you. Yeah. Sarah Palin, right? So as time goes on, I'm confident that JD Vance can now succeed in the one remaining spotlight, which is the VP debate against Walz. I think he's going to be able to hold his own, for sure.
Based.
I think Walz was absolutely crushed by Vance. He looked scared and stunned the whole time. His eyes looked like he'd just seen a ghost. It looked like a living nightmare for him.
Now, look, my community knows who I am. They saw where I was at. Look, I will be the first to tell you, I have poured my heart into my community. I've tried to do the best I can, but I've not been perfect. And I'm a knucklehead at times.
Okay, about a month later, here's one from September.
So go ahead, run your mouth about Kamala Harris, but at the end of the day, Donald Trump's still a lunatic, and the country doesn't want an unstable madman like that who doesn't even believe in America. He thinks we should terminate our Constitution. He had no problem trampling our democracy. I'm not letting that clown come in here and destroy this country.
Okay, we are now getting close to the end of October. Here's a take on the Joe Rogan podcast I have not heard from anybody.
Can Trump say anything crazy enough that it would hurt him? Because he's already said every crazy thing in the world. Maybe if I was leading and I was Trump, I don't think I'd do the Rogan interview. But
why? What could possibly be the logic of that? Rogan has the biggest show on the internet. Why not do that?
And at this point, Kamala Harris, is she really going to win over the Rogan crowd? That'd be super tough. In the beginning, I would have said definitely do it. At this point, I'm not sure she should do it. So, but when Trump does,
it makes no sense. What even is the Rogan crowd? Just people. His show is so massive. Just people that watch anything.
Does it and Kamala doesn't, then that again shows strength for Trump. And I don't like that look either. So as you can tell, it's a complicated calculus. So Mondale, what do you think?
I don't think it's complicated whatsoever. He's got the biggest show on the internet. Just go on the show. Now we get to election night. Cenk joined PBD podcast for this evening. I covered this a little bit before, but we'll take another look at it here.
And they lost, it looks like, to a syphilitic clown. Total moron, con man, Donald Trump. So if you lose to a buffoon like Donald Trump twice, what does that make you?
And here's the hilarious moment. Cenk figures out Trump won Pennsylvania.
Cenk, just want to say this. BRB, Cenk, because they just called Pennsylvania for Donald J. Trump.
Not only did Cenk appear upset that Trump won the election, he also appeared upset at the Democrat Party.
It's impossible. I'll never be able to buy a house. So my parents had a house. Why can't I have a house? Why are we going backwards? I heard that everywhere. Imagine if somebody said,
he's talking obviously there about talking to people that cannot afford homes.
I'm not gonna stand for it. We had houses, you're gonna have a house. And if I gotta go after every son of a bitch on Wall Street, then that's what I'm gonna do, okay? Oh, no way. There's a 0% chance any weak Democrat will ever do that for you. They'll never fight for you. They'll never fight for you. And that's why they keep losing to ridiculous.
Look, I've said this before. He's good on television. These rants, I find them entertaining.
Moronic clowns like Donald Trump. How do you lose to a guy like that? Twice!
Right now, a historic moment. We can now project the winner of the presidential race. CNN projects Donald Trump wins the presidency.
It is now official. CNN projects that Donald Trump has been elected president.
You think they'll learn anything? They'll learn nothing. Nothing.
Okay, final point in this video. I would say post-election, Cenk was also disappointed with the extreme left, the far left, whatever you want to call it. Cenk even expressed optimism a few weeks after the election, saying MAGA is not his mortal enemy.
Cenk, are you now a Republican?
Okay, so a lot of people on the left have that theory. The definitive answer is no.
Many on the left did not like some of Cenk's comments post-election. Specifically, it seemed Cenk's sentiments about trying to find common ground or giving MAGA credit for being welcoming.
The minute I disagree like 5% on trans issues or crime, everybody's like, right wing, fascist, right wing. Almost every show is saying that, almost every show. That kind of destructive attitude is poison. It's not just poison to us, it's poison to our chances of winning. Because we keep pushing people out, we keep pushing people out, and then all of a sudden we lost all the swing states and we lost the popular vote.
He's totally correct there, but I mean, maybe strategically it would be good if the left does not learn that lesson. I don't know. What do you think? There's also the argument to say that things would be better with sort of two sensible parties. I don't know. What do you guys think, by the way, about 2028? Because if I had to pick right now, I would say the nominee will be somebody not named Gavin Newsom that is to the left of Newsom. That's just my thought right now, just sort of a feeling based on nothing. But anyway, with that said, I'll finish the video there. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.